About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Atlanta Braves.
And today's starter, Spencer Strider. What do we have on him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
All right, ready to go here. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. And with that, we're underway in Atlanta. Outside low, ball 2.
2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Yastrzemski has a beat on it. And there's one away. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, this is an absolute powerhouse offense, Chris, and they piled up more runs than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, fans love this lineup. It's exciting to watch because they score in bunches and are always in a good position to win. Pitchers need to hit their spots or it'll be a long game.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
First baseman, Andres Chaparro.
Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a little bit low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That misses. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. He goes down looking. And now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back at Truist Park. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Cade Cavalli. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball 1.
Cavalli measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. And that one fouled off.
Nope, that's low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Michael Harris the second, batting with one down, takes a strike. On the ground to short, Abrams. In plenty of time to first, and two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Batting third, designated hitter, Matt.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson down. Yeah, that's fouled off.
No.
Inside, almost got him. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Very high with that one. Ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That's towards center. And that is that. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
No, that's a ball.
That one a little bit high. Ball 2. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Book, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence in seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Foul ball there. Two now. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Yo one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Strider deals.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
One out man at first. Dalen Lyle now at the plate.
Runner.
There goes the runner. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's the ball. Throw, save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2 stays alive. The 1-2. Look out, way inside. Abrams up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
That one misses, and the count is filled up.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Nats looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. No score here in the second. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Oh. That's the ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
bottom half of inning number 2. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
You'll one. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air to left center. Lyle gets under it. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Dominic.
Dom Smith stands in. He's been a great free agent sign. Just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Whoa.
On the ground to the left. Wood to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. You got to figure regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. This to third, gets to it with a slide, fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. New inning getting started. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
That's a ball.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Nunez not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Three-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Top of the third, no score.
Bowling.
And it is 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's inside. 3-1 now. In the air, right field. Acuna moving back for this one. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for Washington, third baseman, James Wood.
Now the third baseman, James Wood. Fly to left his first time.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging it off speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And the Nats have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
And next is the designated hitter, Curtis Mead. That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8th, the shortstop.
And the batter now, Ha-Sung Kim. That's off the mark. Ball 1. And that one clips the corner. The 2-1. On the ground. And it's off the bag. Lead runner around second. Here comes the runner. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 1-1.
It's a hit, and the ball hitting the bag definitely played a factor. Those moments can go either way, and it seemed to work out for the offense in that spot.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Chadwick Trump next up for the Braves. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Got him. One down.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a pop-up. Chaparro. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Michael
Now the
Harris.
number 2 hitter, Michael Harris the second. 0 for 1 so far.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Oh,
Kim at second with 2 down. Tap back up the middle. Gets him easily, ends the inning. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. Back here in Atlanta, on to the 4th. Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
You know, these Nationals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Harris settles underneath it, and there's 1 away.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Abrams measures 6 feet even, 25 years old. He's playing today in his home state of Georgia. In the air to left center, Harris should have this one. 2 away.
Up next for Washington, right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that's the third out. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Back at Truist Park, and now it's the Braves DH, Matt Olson. That one fouled off.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fly to left his first time. And a foul ball.
That's
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 3-1. And there's ball
That's 4. Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lyle coming on. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Braves.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Riley.
Go ahead run on base. Austin Riley at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball. The 0-1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Nope, that's high.
Fastball is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
3-1 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This is again 5 in a row.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball out into left center field. Abrams settles underneath it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. back in
Leading
Atlanta
off for
Truist
Washington,
Park.
left
We go to the
fielder,
top of the
Dalen
fifth.
Lyle.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Nats, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Two down. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Digging in, Jacob Young struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Tap foul at the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Now here is Nasim Nunez in the dirt.
Ball two.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And another
That's the
ball.
ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Here's a 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And that is out of play. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swings through it for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Flied to right his first time.
Here we go, Spencer.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. He's got it, and that is that. Halfway home, all even, one apiece. We head to the bottom of the
Leading
fifth.
off for the
Now in
Braves,
for the Braves,
the
Ha-Sung
shortstop,
Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Oh, 0-2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ruiz down to first with it. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, obviously, that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Here's the catcher, Chadwick Trump. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-1.
Ball 1. Ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. The 2-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. That one way inside. And he saw 8 pitches before earning the walk. Really professional AB.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Go ahead run on base. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Well struck left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay to second. In there. That's a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cade Cavalli out of the game, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
On the
Nationals.
pitch now for the Nationals, Orlando Ribalta.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Golden opportunity right here. Lifted in the air down the left side, but it's just foul. Two on, one out. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
in there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Comes a 2-2. And that one almost got him. Swing, and he popped it up. 2 away now.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Olsen up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Oh.
Two on, 2 outs. Fall off foul. Two down. Base hit. 1 run is in. Fires it to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
2 outs. Runner on first. Ozzie Albies, the next to hit.
Oh.
The 1-0.
Oh.
And another ball.
That's a ball.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall.
The last thing you want to happen is to swing at a ball out of the zone in a 3-0 count. That would have been a called strike, just like everyone in the stadium was expecting. Credit to the hitter for taking advantage of that situation for a double.
So 2 on with 2 away. Dominic Smith. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Ball. Outside.
The 1-0.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one pulled foul. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. pitch is outside. Austin Riley on deck for Atlanta. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. In the air, right field. Cruz in position. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and the Nats 1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
Third baseman, James Wood.
Bullpen action out there for the Braves. Robert Suarez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Lee getting cranked up as well. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Check swing, no appeal. 2-1. Just missed. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Curtis Mead getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Out front and foul to the left side.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
The 0-1.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Up next for Washington, first baseman.
Manager out of the dugout,
Chaparro.
and he's going to make a change. Spencer Strider won't go any further tonight. And he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
The new
Braves,
pitcher in the game,
number
Didier
72.
Fuentes.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Next to hit for the Nats, Andres Chaparro.
Ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
No, that's a ball.
Two now.
Ball
And the
3.
sweeper misses. And he walked
Go.
him.
Ball 4.
And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's C.J. Abrams now. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
Up.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
The 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Now all even up. Out towards left center. Harris on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. But the Nationals get one back on the solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
So
off
now to the plate for Atlanta. Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
Nope. Ball 1.
Two balls, no strikes to count. On the ground to third.
Nope, that's
and
foul.
that's a foul ball. Clips the
Hey!
corner. That's strike 2. On the ground to third. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop, Hassan.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Orlando Ribalta is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Richard
Nationals,
Lovelady gets the
number
call from the
55,
pen. He's into the
Richard
game with the
Lovelady.
bases empty. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves.
Strike. Woo.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's fouled away. Out towards right center field. Cruz coming on. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here in Atlanta, top of inning number 7, Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. That is upstairs for ball 1. Strike 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That's the ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a bouncer towards third. On the run, sends it over to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Up next for Washington, left fielder Dalen Lyle.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. He is struck out, and he is walked. Right through there for a strike. Fuentes, a 6-foot righty, only 20 years old, and he's a native of Colombia. Outside corner, got him looking. Lyle wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike is overturned after review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-2. To third, Riley. On to first,
got him.
and there's 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So up next, Jacob Young.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's a strike. And ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now up for Washington, Nasim Nunez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Over to first, and he's saved.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Oh, right to the backstop. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just 1 pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
So the tying run is second. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. So 1 left for Washington. They trail it 3-2. Bottom of the seventh. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Chadwick Tromp. And first offering is fouled off. To the right side, and that's just foul. Way inside, gets out of the way. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's ripped into the outfield. And foul ball. Popped up. Nunez under it. He's got it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder.
Back to the top of the order now. Ronald Acuna Jr. digs in now. 1 for 3.
Oh.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center.
Ground rule double.
And that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
1 out, runner at second. Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. One out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Smash that one through the infield with a knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Man at first with 1 gone. And the batter now, Matt Olson.
Good swing out of him last time.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Brad Lord getting ready to go. Parker getting loose as well. Man at second. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Misses the sweeper. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Dominic Smith. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's the ball.
Harris on second. Albies at first, 2 out of the inning. In the dirt. Throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag. Outside low, and now 3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
2 on, 2 outs, and the tying run is on base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Richard Lovelady departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Mitchell
Washington.
Parker
Number
comes on
70,
now.
Well,
Mitchell
no
Parker.
margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Here comes Austin Riley.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year. Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. Kind of goes without saying, but straight on these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. And he chases that one below the zone. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Suarez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Leading off, Keibert Ruiz.
Catcher, Keibert
Well,
Ruiz.
both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Right through there for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hard hit, right side. Smith takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, James Wood, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. Suarez is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom, at the top, on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
2 up, 2 down. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Next for the Nationals is the DH, Curtis Mead.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped, or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
That's the ball.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's out number 3. And the Nationals gone in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Bottom of the eighth. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski.
Nope. That's inside. Hey!
The 1-1. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That one almost got him. And misses inside. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Up next for the Braves, the
Ha-Sung
shortstop,
Kim next up for the Braves. Runner takes off and a foul ball. Here's your 1. That one almost got him. Here's a 1-1. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Braves, catcher Chadwick Trump.
One out man at first. And now the catcher comes up to him. Chadwick Trump. High fly ball, right field. Cruz under it, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So digging in, Michael Harris the second.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one in the dirt and gets away. Yastrzemski up to third on the wild pitch.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
2 on, 2 outs. Nice grab. Throw to second. What a play. Inning over. 2 left for Atlanta as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Braves,
and on the mound is the
number
closer,
26,
Raisel Iglesias.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That one's in there. Strike one. Just missed.
No, that's a ball.
Backed off the plate that time. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Throw sails over his head at first.
All over that one right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. Swinging a foul out of play. The Nationals with the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth.
No, that's a ball.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. 1 out, man at first. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
Oh.
Chaparro leads off first with one away.
Oh.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And the batter now, Dalen Lyle. Foul ball there. Tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together for him. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Making a move at second base. Nationals turn to a pinch runner. Jose Tena. Up now for Washington, Jacob Young, as the Nationals are down to their final out. Not even close there, and it's 1-0. Two on, 2 outs. That's in there, and that is strike 1. That one found hard the other way.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Iglesias is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.